Hi, everyone. It's Diane Evans with stampingwithdiane.com. I'm an independent Canadian Stampin' Up! Demonstrator here in the interior of British Columbia. So if this is one of your first times joining me, welcome. I'm so glad that you have found me. Also, if you're joined me and you've never subscribed to my YouTube channel, you can do that right down here on YouTube, or you can also give StreamYard permission. So this is part of my card sketch. I usually do it every Saturday or on the weekend at least, except for last Sunday. I was without power for about 7, 8 hours, and it got a little chilly in here, but um, it just was too late once it came on, and I had other obligations that I had as well. Excuse me. So, but today is card sketch number 192. So you're not going to miss anything. This is the card sketch that I was going to do last week. Remember, this is part of a live, so I will be talking with different people as we go along. If you don't like that, just watch it on a replay, and that way you can scoot on by. In any event, I'm glad to be back to do my card sketch. I missed doing it last week, but it was prepared for me already at this time. Awesome. So let's see what we're going to do here. I'm going to go down to my desktop and we'll just go right on to that. So this is the card sketch, and this is card sketch number 192. And it's funny because this one was actually inspired by every monthly card club. For people that come to my class, I do make cookies. I make my cookies that I've done now. I've done it for almost 2 years now, I think. I'm not sure. But I took a cookie decorating class with Lorraine, who is one of my team members. And basically, I decided to incorporate, to keep doing my cookie decorating, I incorporated that I was going to give cookies out at the end of the month with my card making, my monthly card making class. So this sketch was actually inspired by the tag that I did. So I'll show you the tag. This is the tag that they got with their cookies that I decorated with for them. So this inspired this particular sketch. So that's how I get my sketches. Hello, Marie and Lila and Betty and Lorraine and Sandra. I'm so glad that you have made it as well. And Cindy, awesome. So let me show you parts of this thing. When I do a card sketch, remember that this will be posted at about quarter to 11 my time in my Facebook group and on my page. But another thing is that remember that to enter into the challenges, because you could earn, if you live in Canada, you could earn a free stamp set, or you could earn a tutorial if you live outside of Canada. And that's only due to Stampin' Up! Rules. I can't basically do that. I can't give away stamp sets outside of my country. So when I did this card sketch, I will show you how it kind of worked. I'm going to use Lost Lagoon because it's going to, and I'm going to use the same colors that I used in this cookie tag. But I have this first layer. Oh, first of all, remember I showed the finished card size. So it's 4¼ by 5½. So you take your regular size card and you're just going to score it in the middle, and then we make sure we have a really good score line there. But this piece here, the second piece, is actually 3¾ by 5 inches. And then if you see on this sketch, and this is how I do my sketches, basically I went and I put this other piece here is 2¼ by 3¼ But I thought to myself, well, I'm going to use some of that stuff from the everyday details dies. So this part here works perfectly to the way that is. So this is just going to go right onto here. So it just shows from a card sketch, you can take something that's like this and literally do something like this, or you can think outside the box, or maybe inside the box, as this case may be, is have this part cut out. Now this part happens to be like I say, it is the die from the Everyday Details dies, and it just goes and it cuts out the inside part, and then it also cuts out the outside part. So just giving you a bit of a variation that you can do there. Hello, Laura. And Pam. Thanks, Cindy. I appreciate you sharing it with your friends. So this is just going to go on here. And this is almost like we're doing two things at the same time. All right. So I'm just actually going to go ahead and just glue that on there. Now I could pop this up, but I'm going to pop up the tags. Now these tags are from the TaylorMade tags as well. You know what? I put a little bit too much glue, so we're going to hold that off to the side. So these tags here, like I say, are TaylorMade tags, but they are 2 by 4 inch. So I do have them all cut out. So I did one in a pool party to go with the Lost Lagoon. And I also did one in white. But I went a step further, and I was using the Everyday Details. So I went and I took this stamp here, or that die, and just cut that out there. So that is giving me a bit of another look on there. Now I'm matching this up with Inked and Tiled, and this kind of made me think of it all together. Now the class that we did last month was using Inked and Tiled, and that's what I always try to do is I try to match my cookies. They don't always match, trust me. But as long as the tag kind of corresponds with it is what I do. Hello, Jeanne. So we're just going to do that. That's going to be there. Now, oops, I want to do something else with this label because I did something else on this. So let me go ahead. We've got that. I think I can put this on. I know I'm jumping around, but that glue was just a little bit too much. And I think it was going to ooze out on me. And we'll just put that on there. All right. So now what I want to do is I want to decorate this tag up just a little bit more. So I have a piece. I actually have a piece like this. And we are going to do some embossing resist. Of course I'm doing embossing, right? Wouldn't want to disappoint, right? So we're just going to decorate this up just a bit. So I'm coming in with my Inked and Tiled stamp set. And I'm going to use this image and this image. So let's just take those two out. Let's see. And I'm going to put them on my bigger blogs. These are my E blocks. E or F block? My E blocks. I'm just going to put them on there. And this one. And I'm going to come in with my embossing buddy. And we're just going to rub that through there. I'm going to use my Versamark. Just stamp this up. And because I'm doing this, let's see, I'm going to come in and I'm going to do them randomly. Just like that. Come back in with this one. I got to be careful. This glass mat, and remember you can get a glass mat like this too. And that's just by joining my team or another demonstrator's team. But it's a great tool to play with. It, you know, it protects your surface, but it also is a tool in itself. So I'm just going to come put this over here, and I can kind of see where I've stamped this. And now I'm thinking to myself, I kind of need to put maybe this one on there just to fill it in. Oh, my dog is sitting there talking to you upstairs. Do you hear her? Hello. Just do scrap. I think you're from France. And we'll put one here. And then all I'm doing is I'm going to come in with my, let's just put that lid on. I'm going to come in with my white embossing powder. Let's just put this here. And I keep my embossing powder in a bucket like this. And then I use cardstock to do this with the embossing. And the reason I do is because I find a plastic spoon is just way too staticky. You'll end up getting it all over the place, especially on a bigger one like this. Now I do have some on here that I don't want on there, so I'll just flick it. And if I need to, I can come in with a brush. I'm not sure what you're saying. I know s'il vous plaît is please. This is my card sketch. And this is the card sketch that we're making it from. All right, so then let's go in and use our heat tool. And we're just going to heat set that. Probably one of the hardest things to emboss is white on white or clear. But honestly, if you have a certain thing, and you can see it on here, I'm just going to heat set this. Hello, Patricia. So glad you guys have joined me. And if you like this, give me the thumbs up, share my video. I really do appreciate it. It's quite funny. Somebody's live came in, and it was a project that I had done for our virtual launch. And it's really kind of neat when you see other people using your stuff and using identical, even the same template that you used. So that's kind of cool as well. Sandra, you live in the UK and you're a hobby Stampin' Up! Demo. Oh, you know what? And why not? If you love the products, why not get it at a discount, right? Because really, why pay full price when you don't have to, right? That's what it's all about. It's funny, I didn't join for the discount. I joined because I couldn't handle not seeing things right away. Isn't that awful? I can't wait to the new online exclusives. We can see them as a demo. We get to see them on the 1st. So that's why I joined, and ask any of my team members. Yeah, this one's a different sketch, but like I say, my sketches are always from a card that I make or have visualized in my head, and then we go from there. I don't take other people's sketches. But, honestly, how many different sketches can you get where they might look like other people's? Who knows, right? I just have to clean that off because I'm going to come in with some ink and do some stuff with that as well. Okay, so like I say, I'm just decorating my tag now. So I'm going to come in, and I think I'll use Pool Party on here. And I'm just going to stamp some of, no, you know what? I'm going to do this first. I'm going to come in with my Pool Party. And we're just going to ink this up. And I've got a big piece, so I could do more of these. Like I say, these were last month's cookie tags that I converted into, actually, I'm using it 3 times. I also used it for a swap that I'm in Canada. And then I'm using it for the sketch today. So I always try to do a lot of different things on there. Okay, so you're kind of getting the idea. Then I'm going to come in with my pool party again. Yes, they coordinate so well, especially when you figure blues. I remember when my son and daughter-in-law were getting married. I had used a blue, and I had went to another store to try to get a ribbon to match. Whoops. And honestly, I could not find one. That is the beauty of it, isn't it? There we go. So we have that. That's just like an embossing. And you know what? I can use this one right here. Let's just put that there. Now, this is just giving me my own designer series paper is what I've done here. I'm just coming in with some paper towel. And I know in the different countries, they call these different things. Maybe put in there, Sandra, you're from the UK. What do they call this? Is it paper towel over there? I can't remember. I know down in Australia, they call it something different. So all I'm doing is just taking that ink off of my embossed images. And that's going to that's giving me my own designer series paper. Now, this Inked and Towel also has this fantastic designer series paper. So I'm going to come in. You know what? I've already got this punched out, but I'm going to come in and I'm going to use this one here. Let me just go in. Oh my goodness. All these scraps, right? So I've got that. And then this also comes as a bundle with these 2 punches like this. So I'm going to come in like this, and let's do this one. I want this particular look with a bit of white and a bit of the Lost Lagoon and Pool Party. And then I'm going to come in with my X's, and I'm going to use this. You're going to see how this is all going to start coming together. So I need one. I only need 2 of these, so I didn't need to. You know what? I think I'll just take it from this side as well. Just like that. And then let's come back in with our tag here. And now I'm also going to take my paper snips, and I'm going to take this one and I'm going to cut it. I'm not cutting like across this way. I'm cutting from point to point. And I'm going to do another one from point to point. And then I'm going to attach this. And you'll see how this will all start coming together. I never started actually using these punches until the month before last, when we had to prep for this Inked and Tiled class. And I had so much fun with it that I thought I should carry on. Yes, paper towel. Okay. I know it's called something else. And even in, Jan, maybe you can tell me, what is it called? Hello, Jan. Jean. Jan, what's it called in the United States? I can't remember. I know in Australia it's called something a little different. So I'm just coming in with that half of the cross one. And then let's go ahead and then let's just put this in the inside. See how we're decorating this? And that'll just fit in there. And it kind of just sort of goes around. Oh, Marge got me live. I'm glad you joined me. Paper towels. Well, then it must be in Australia, and it's pretty early for them down there right now. So there, and then we'll go and put this one on. So you can see that it's starting to, we've got a bit of a different sort of thing. And honestly, I don't know how I came about this. I needed tags so desperately for these cookies. Okay, so then this is just going to go on here, and see that's matching with this die or this sketch. And then we also, and you know what? I wonder where that went to. I did have, I wonder if it's still in here. Oh, it is. Okay, so this is cut from, these also have this particular everyday dies have this, which I didn't realize until I'd done this. And this is with the Thoughtful, I think it's timeless arrangement. So this one was done there, and also this stamp, this thank you stamp. So nothing nicer than having a thank you on something like this. So I'm going to come in with my Lost Lagoon because I really want it to show up. And this will be fairly easy to set. I've got to move this off to this side so I can avoid the foam. Just so. Kitchen towels. Yeah, you might be right. They might call them kitchen towels over there. I know there's something else. There's something else that they call it. I can't remember. All right, so now we've got this. We've got this. Let's put some of this stuff away, just off to the side. Now we need to put some ribbon on there. Now, I think for the cookies, they got some retired stuff because I had a whole pile of bows done. So I think what I'll do is I'll go ahead and pop this up. You can see. So I'm going to use my dimensionals. So don't forget to put your interpretation of this sketch. Do it in the Facebook group, which is Stampin' with Diane group. There is a link below for that. And basically at that point, then you could either earn a tutorial or you could get a tutorial, or you could get a stamp set. There is a brand new tutorial coming out in a couple of days. So I'm just going to put this on here like this. And I can put this across here, but I'm going to put it with a dimensional on this side. And then we'll glue that other side. Oops. I'll just put a bit of glue here. Well, just something a little bit different, Cindy. I mean, and it's funny how sometimes those things just come out of the blue, and they did for last month, that's for sure. Okay, so we have an inside on here, and I think I really need to put these leaves on here. So I'm going to come in. Ooh, I think I'll just use Pool Party in there too, because I've got, well, I have the Lost Lagoon out too, but I think I'll just put it out here. I'm going to go ahead and put it on the front, or in the inside, I mean. Oh my goodness. I love doing sketches. And you know, I go back and I use my sketches sometimes for different things that I need. Oh, thanks, Cindy. Linda, better late than never, right? You can always go watch the replay, that's for sure. All right, so now we need, and we have Lost Lagoon in there. So we can go ahead and use this ribbon. This ribbon is the bordered ribbon, Lost Lagoon, and so easy to tie. I'm finding that all of the ribbons are so nice to tie bows in. Oh, let's just... My ribbon scissors, I know, are at the other end of the table, so I'll just use some of these scissors. Just like that, And we'll put that on with a glue dot right there. And we also need to embellish, right? You know, everyone says, oh, you don't need to use ribbon and embellishments. On this card, I can get away with it. But I'm not going to use 3 embellishments. I'm only going to use 1. So this is from the Tinsel Gems, the 3-pack. Came with Misty Moonlight. I think this is a Lost Lagoon, actually, is what it's called, and Fresh Freesia. So I'm just going to come in, and I could use the big one on this too if I wanted to. Let's see. Oops. Oh my goodness. All right, so let's just put that right there. And that's our card. So that is card sketch number 1. Whoops, I didn't put that on yet. I think because my glue dots are at the other end of the table again. So there is card sketch number 192. So like I say, I used this part here. You could use just a piece put on top, or you could use this die, or you could even take this and use the deckled rectangles and then cut an inner piece out with the deckled rectangles. Oh, my cookies. Yes. Tomorrow, the class is poetic expressions. So I don't know. I usually always do my cookies. My cookies are in the process of being decorated right now, or I've done the outline. I have to go up after this. I'll go up and I'll do the filler part. And then I'll be making the tags tonight at my sip and stamp. Yes, please give me the thumbs up. I really do appreciate that. Awesome. Okay. So let's see what we've got going here. Like I say, if you like that, give me the thumbs up, share my video. I really do appreciate it. If you have any questions, do reach out to me. This, like I say, this sketch will be posted at 10:45 Pacific time, and it'll be on my Facebook group or on my page. And then it also, remember to post a picture of it in my Facebook group, and you could be entered to win. I do one for my mystery challenge, and I do one for my sketch challenge. And the more times you enter, the bigger your chances are. But I do have a tutorial, or I have a stamp set to give away. All right, you guys, remember to create, because it's great for the soul. Remember, if you are looking for a demonstrator in Canada, I'd love to be your demonstrator. Just reach out to me and I can show you different deals, and the best deal for you is joining my team. All right, you guys, have a great weekend. Bye for now.